Once upon a time, in a quaint village nestled between emerald hills, there lived a young boy named Keon. He was known far and wide for his insatiable curiosity and unquenchable thirst for knowledge. From the time he could speak, he would pester the elders with endless questions about life, the world, and the universe. One sunny morning, Keon's father, a humble farmer named Tao, sat beneath the shade of an ancient oak tree, his weathered hands busy with his plow. Keon approached, his eyes sparkling with curiosity. "Father," he asked, "why does the sun rise in the east and set in the west? Why do the stars twinkle at night? Why does the river flow so ceaselessly?" Tao paused in his work, a gentle smile gracing his lips. He looked at his son, his eyes filled with fatherly affection. "Keon," he said, "you have a heart that seeks to understand the world, and that is a gift. But remember this, he who asks is a fool for 5 minutes, but he who does not ask remains a fool forever." Keon furrowed his brow, pondering these words. He wasn't sure he understood what his father meant, but he was determined to find out. As the years passed, Keon's thirst for knowledge only grew stronger. He ventured beyond the village, seeking wisdom from the scholars of distant towns, learning the secrets of the world through books, and conversing with travelers who passed through his village. He asked questions relentlessly, often embarrassing himself with his lack of knowledge, but he was undeterred. One day, as Keon was studying the constellations under the night sky, he noticed a group of villagers huddled around a bonfire, their faces filled with awe. They were listening to the tales of a traveling philosopher named Me, who spoke of the mysteries of the universe. Keon couldn't resist the urge to join them. He sat down quietly, listening to Me's words with rapt attention. Me spoke of the stars, the galaxies, and the wonders of the cosmos, painting a vivid picture of the universe's grandeur. When Me paused, Keon, unable to contain his curiosity, raised his hand. "Excuse me, sir," he said, "but I have a question. How do stars die, and what happens when they do?" Me regarded the young man with kindness. "Ah, a seeker of knowledge," he said with a warm smile. "Stars die in various ways, my boy. Some explode in brilliant supernovas, scattering their stardust across the cosmos, while others slowly fade away into white dwarfs. And when they die, they return to the universe, becoming the building blocks of new stars and planets." Keon's eyes gleamed with understanding and fascination. He thanked me for his enlightening answer and continued to attend his lectures, asking questions that enriched his understanding of the cosmos. Over the years, Keon's reputation as a seeker of wisdom spread far and wide. He became known as the young man who was never afraid to ask, and his wisdom grew in proportion to his curiosity. People from distant lands came to seek his counsel, and scholars sought his insights. One day, a group of travelers arrived in the village, bearing news of a distant kingdom plagued by a mysterious illness. The kingdom's wise men and healers were stumped, and the people were suffering. Desperate for a solution, the travelers had heard of Keon's reputation and beseeched him for help. Keon agreed to visit the troubled kingdom, his heart filled with compassion. As he explored the land, he asked questions of the sick and the healers, of the animals and the plants, seeking to understand the subtle intricacies of the kingdom's ecosystem. Days turned into weeks, and Keon's inquiries led him to a revelation. He discovered a rare herb hidden deep in the forest, which had the potential to cure the illness. With the herb in hand, he worked tirelessly to concoct a remedy that brought relief to the suffering. The people of the kingdom hailed Keon as a savior, showering him with gratitude and praise. But Keon remained humble, for he knew that it was not just the remedy, but the questions he had asked that had led him to the solution. As he returned to his village, Keon's father greeted him with tears in his eyes. "My son," Tao said, "you have shown that the pursuit of knowledge and the courage to ask questions are the greatest gifts one can possess. You have transformed our lives and the lives of others. Remember, he who asks is a fool for 5 minutes, but he who does not ask remains a fool forever." Keon smiled, knowing that his father's wisdom had guided him on a path of enlightenment and discovery. And in that moment, under the shade of the ancient oak tree, Keon knew that the journey of a lifetime had led him to a truth that would forever shape his destiny. He had learned that the flame of Curiosity, when kindled with questions, could illuminate the darkest corners of ignorance and lead to a world filled with wisdom and understanding.